Okay, so everybody like is like, you know, oh Amelia, you're so Bernie or bust, you worship Bernie, all this stuff, and like, you know, and then I was watching the Humanist Report the other day, and they were saying how it's like if we can't elect Bernie, you know, like we're never gonna get these progressive ideals passed.
I don't
Like
think that's
if we
true.
can, and I was like thinking, listen. I love Bernie as much as the next guy.
Yeah.
I think he's a wonderful human being,
Yeah.
like a once-in-a-generation kind of amazing politician.
Yeah.
But if we can't elect
Amazing
Bernie...
person.
Person, right, exactly. He's not,
I don't think he's an amazing
I don't think it's
politician.
right. Exactly. If we can't elect Bernie, it's like, yeah, I'm not shocked that we can't elect Bernie because he's not really charismatic.
Yeah.
He's not a great public speaker. He's not the best at effectively
I think
communicating his
AOC is
issues.
a really good politician.
She's a really great politician. But, like, if we can't elect Bernie, that doesn't mean that we can never elect these progressive ideals.
No.
If we elect Bernie, all it is proof of how strong these ideas are and how popular these ideas are that people are willing to elect Bernie in spite of the fact that he's not charismatic, in spite of the fact that I don't like listening to him speak. Like, I will watch Bernie rallies, I'll watch AOC, I'll watch Nina Turner, and then I'll just stop before Bernie because I'm like, I know what he's going to say, and I don't particularly like watching him speak. Yeah. The billionaires. Because he's always saying the same exact shit and never switching it up. And the stuff that he said, like when he says, we spend twice as much per capita on it, it's like, nobody knows what per capita means, okay? Can you just say, like, Medicare is free insurance, you guys. Free insurance, you get to go to any doctor in the world that you want. You never have to pay another copay. It's just free, okay? Give me questions. I will answer. Yes, it's going to be free. Just like, how can I make this more clear? Like, stop, you know? Like, he's never been able to really communicate the issues like that.
I feel like his campaign manager can't be that good, or whoever his advisors are, because I feel like it should be obvious what you would do, to me.
I know.
Their rhetoric has not been great.
They've been accepting too many of the other side's narratives.
Yeah, I
you know, like when every time that we talk about Joe Biden, the first thing Bernie says is Joe Biden is my friend, and I think that that's one of the worst. I think that's one of the worst things that he can do because he's playing into the narrative that Joe Biden's a good guy. Yeah. You know that like the Democratic establishment, they're good people. Like I think that is one of the biggest lies. Like that everyone's like, you know, don't say bad things about Joe Biden. He's a good guy. He cares. It's like no, Joe Biden is a piece of shit. Yeah. He has sold workers, he has gaslit workers into believing he's a working class guy, but then gone to the parties with the credit card industry people, oil and gas industry people, private education people.
He's a politician.
He's a politician. Yeah. And so every time Bernie goes, Joe Biden's a good friend of mine, he is gaslighting us.
Also, come on, none of these people are good friends with Bernie. He's not good friends with anyone. Bernie, but that's okay to admit. People like you because of that.
I know. Why are you doing that? Yeah. Like, do you feel bad for Joe Biden, Bernie? No. Why in the world do you feel bad for Joe Biden? No. Why do you keep saying good things about Liz?
I feel bad for him because he's
old. Do you think he's actually, like, mentally handicapped?
Yeah.
Like, how so? Like, just, like, because he's super old or because he's always been a little bit retarded?
No, I think he's always been...
No, because
I think he's always been dumb.
Yeah, because...
I think that's outside of... When I say retarded, I don't mean...
Yeah, you don't mean, like, literally...
Yeah, I mean, like, he's always been a little bit dumb.
That word has been canceled. I don't know if
I know that word's been canceled, but actually, I don't think it's been canceled on podcasts.
Oh, really? Because I miss that word.
Yeah, I
used to use it all the time.
I've started saying it again.
I said that word all the time.
And
then one of my best friends in college had a brother who was retarded.
Yeah, my cousin has. One of my cousins.
So she would never let me. She would.
I would never say that about your retarded brother. Right. I would not use the word retarded.
Right.
About your brother.
Right. He's mentally handicapped.
Or whatever is the correct word to use. Disabled.
Disabled. Mentally disabled.
I don't know what the correct word is. But anyhow, I also don't think they're listening.
I mean, here's the thing. It's like if I was to ever meet a person who was mentally disabled, I wouldn't treat them like anyone. You know, like I would be so cool with them.
It's so good that we're not famous.
You know, like I don't know. Like I do miss that word.
So I've started using it.
Yeah.
Again. Probably over the past like year, 2 years.
Okay.
But Joe Biden,
I've heard that like he was like back in his when he was in his 40s and 50s, like he was seen as like an absolute huge idiot.
Joe Biden is retarded, but he is also mentally handicapped.
Now he is.
Now he was always retarded.
Yeah.
Now he is mentally disabled.
Yeah, now he
was always a moron.
Well, and again, this brings me back to why we have to boycott mainstream media, because I've watched clips of, like, them breaking down what Joe Biden has done, and they're like, Joe Biden got straight to the straight talk, you know, like, he's a, tough progressive.
Well, I told that Twitter account, we discussed this.
Wait, which one?
The Twitter account that makes fun of Joe Biden and pretends to be Joe Biden.
No, I don't even talk about that.
Who's like, we're gonna find Osama bin Laden and bring him to justice.
Oh, like, he said that today? Oh,
it's really funny. You should read it.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
wait, how do you think he's gonna do in the debates tonight? There's debates tonight.
But I worry that Bernie's too nice.
I worry that he's so nice. Though in Bernie's first press conference after this most recent, like, Super Tuesday, he, like, came out and he was like, we're still in this race. We're looking forward to the debate. What are you gonna do about this, Joe? What are you gonna do about this, Joe? What are you gonna do about this? And I want him to bring those things up. You know, like, I want him to be like, Joe, what the fuck is your plan?
I mean, I hope. I think Joe's only getting worse.
I think so too.
I think the stress of the campaign. Well, it's not even that he's trying that hard, but I think even the effort that he is putting in is too much.
Right, like, because he can only do 7-minute speeches, and even in those 7 minutes, he does gaffe after gaffe after gaffe. Like, remember? I mean, he went out on the floor of wherever he was when he had that conversation with the gun voter, and like 5 minutes into greeting the public, he's just asking someone to go outside so he can punch him in the face.
Okay. Also, I do think, if he debates Trump just is going to be like, this guy's retarded.
I know.
And he just is going to say it.
Well,
and no one's going to be able to unhear it.
And everyone's going to agree.
Because everyone's going to agree. And, like, Trump just will get elected again.
Yeah, people, like, what I've realized is that, like, you know, the radical things that you say to people that really freak them out, and then they tell you not to say that.
Yeah.
They say that the first few times that you say it.
Yeah.
Then you keep saying it, and then they go,
like with retarded.
Like with retarded? No, like with Medicare for all. Like with saying billionaires shouldn't exist. Like now it's like, the Democrats, it's clear from the exit polls, we've won the messaging war. Yeah. People want Bernie's policies, just the mainstream media is telling them, like, Bernie can't win. Yeah. It's like, we have to, like, Trump's only strength is that he says all the things that people are thinking, but are too afraid to say.
And I wish that Bernie would. But he's just not. It's not his personality. It's not.
And the only way, and like, it's like, we love Bernie because he's been uncorrupted for so long. And he's been uncorrupted for so long specifically because he doesn't listen to people telling him that he should or shouldn't do these things.
And that's a double-edged sword. It has its pros and it has its cons. And I think what it has served to do, which is to form a movement.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to get some really good politicians out of it, like AOC.
Like Rashida Tlaib.
Right, honestly, like Ilhan Omar, who also really says what people are thinking. And it's like, I think that all of these people, I mean, it's just gonna take longer than we want it to.
I know.
And that sucks. And there's a lot of people who can't afford to wait.
Right.
And that.
But there's people who can't even afford to wait till November, you know? I mean, and that's the thing that gets me down. Like, I've been talking to my Bernie friends who are like, you know, so sad, and I'm like, but you know, you guys, long game, like, we are the future, and they're like, but I just think about those people who are like, that is happening every single day, okay? Whether or not Bernie is getting elected in November, that's still happening every single day until November, you know? Like, that stuff's always happening, you know? But that's why we have to do that work so that, like, the kids of the people who are getting fucked over have a better option.
Also just like think like that what this has done for organizing in the left and ways that we can help each other in the interim.
Yeah.
Is kind of the next step.
Yeah. And I think the big thing that the left needs to remember is that, like, elections are not everything, you know? Like, elections are actually serve as, like, these, like, mental roadblocks where, like, we think that, oh, the election's over, now the fight's over, okay?
Well, specifically that national elections aren't everything.
Right, because,
like, I think, like, it's like after this, it's like, yeah, we can just get really serious about supporting media, I guess. You know? Like, what else are we supposed to do? I don't really want to canvas because I don't want to see comedians, but, like, I'll, like, do other shit.
Do phone bank. Do the dialer.
Exactly.
From your home. So you don't have to meet.
Yeah, like, I don't want to network. That is so weird.
No, you can't go to.
That's what it is, though. When you go to like organize, when you go to organizing stuff for the left in LA, it's all comedians networking with each other, and it's so weird.
I hate that.
It's just a really weird vibe.
When I go canvassing for Bernie, it's not that.
when anything that I've gone to and then also my friends have gone to, that's what they've said. It's always like there's someone like it's like, oh yeah.
Can we stop networking for 2 seconds? Can we just stop? Can we just stop thinking about our career for 2 seconds? Can we just be people for 2 seconds?
And so it's like, but we'll figure out. I don't know. I was thinking during coronavirus, I feel like Meals on Wheels supporting and stuff like that is going to be really important. Like there just are things that we can do in our communities to treat the symptoms that, and acknowledge that we're treating the symptoms of the thing while also working toward the much larger goal that is going to take longer. That's all we can do.
So basically the game plan is if Bernie doesn't get this nomination, then I'm just focusing on local politics. I don't care about the election anymore. That's going to drive me crazy. I'm just getting...
I'm not going to campaign for Joe Biden.
No. I'll be honest, I'm not even going to vote for Joe Biden.
I'm not going to vote for Joe Biden.
I'm not going to do it because also you look at those election lines, and also I hate him. He voted to make sure that we couldn't call bankruptcy and get rid of our student loans. He made it so that states could choose for Roe v. Wade. He did the 1994 crime bill. He's the one that says that I don't have any sympathy for millennials. He voted for he helped the Republicans gaslight us into the Iraq War. I think about Joe Biden and I want to vomit. I just think about what a piece of shit he is. How mean he is to everyone that goes to his town halls. How many people he's told to vote for Trump. Like, what? What? Like, the idea of voting for him makes my blood boil. So I'm not going to vote for him.
I think I'm honestly just going to vote in local politics too. Until there's either not going to vote for president, or I'm going to write in Bernie, or I'm going to write in my own name or something.
I think I'm going to write in Bernie, and I hope there's a lot of Bernie write-ins.
Yeah. So it's, wouldn't it be funny if I wrote in Mike Bloomberg?
No. No.
I'm just like a Bloomberg diehard.
You're just like the only 20%.
I spent too much time in American Samoa. They got me.
I just really had a really...
The Bloomies.
I did peyote once in American Samoa, and it really opened me up. You know Bloomberg one? And then
what is American
Tulsi
Samoa?
Gabbard was after that.
Yeah. What is American
What's
Samoa?
going on there? I don't know. Is it the upside down? American Samoa. American Samoa.
American Samoa.
American Samoa. Almas.
Is it an island? This is making us sound, I feel like, really dumb, but no one talks about American Samoa.
No one talks about American Samoa at all.
Let's see, I'm Googling it. A U.S. territory covering 7 South Pacific islands.
Oh, it's
7 islands?
Many islands?
Well,
I knew it was a territory.
It's a territory.
I always thought it was one island.
Weird place, apparently.
Is it close to regular Samoa?
88.9% Samoan, 2.9% Tongan, 2.7%